Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie withdraws from the presidential race, defeating him in 2016. It represents his second major defeat against Trump. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie suspended his presidential campaign on Wednesday. But a hot microphone instantly rejected Republican opponents extensively, saying he undermined his efforts to stop Trump. About Florida Governor Ron DeSantis added, "DeSantis called me terrified." Mr. Trump immediately took advantage of these remarks and wrote in Truth Social that Mr. Christie's comments on Mrs. Haley, which seemed to be the most important obstacle to Trump's victory in New Hampshire, were extremely accurate. Christie did not support any his rivals in his speech, and he did not address their expectations of Mr. Trump. This wasted hope that Republican moderates would unite the remaining members' party who opposed Trump. In fact, Mr. Christie has long condemned his rivals' long-standing public respect for the former president and has made no positive comment about his nominations. "I don't feel any different today because it's a struggle for the spirit of our party and the spirit of our country," he said. His departure, following increased pressure from within his party, effectively ended a phase of the Republican presidential race and pushed Trump away from the field, who most aggressively criticized him. He was the only prominent candidate who declared Mr. Trump unsuitable for office. This was an argument that almost doomed his candidacy from start to finish. However, Mr. Christie used last moments his campaign to release a recent expanded criticism Mr. Trump, hollowing out his policies, acclaiming direction he took country in, and asserting that he did not think in essence interests nation. Video transcript back bars 055 transcript Christie says about Haley drink former Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey, a Republican presidential rival to a fiery microphone, was caught saying that he was not until is probably referring to former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. "People don't want to hear that, Wayne. We know we're right, but they don't want to hear it. Right. And you know, we couldn't be clearer than that. We could not have been more direct or worked more. And remember, he spent $68 million. And you give land to China and places like that. Yes. That's what you get. Yes. So look, it's only spent $68 million on television so far. So far he has spent $68 million. $59 million from DeSantis. And we spent $12 million. I mean, who punches on your weight and who gets the value of your investment? You know? And he will smoke too. That doesn't depend on it. New Hampshire is still 20 points behind Trump. Right? Yes. Oh yeah. And he's going to carry Iowa anyway. Isn't he? Yes, I spoke. DeSantis terrified me, he called possibly coming out after Iowa. Swell. Former Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey, probably referring to